Three, three, two, one. This is the Phantom of Many Topics. Today is January 17th, 2022. We are at the British Museum in the Chinese wing of the galleries. This is called room 33, and it requires a special ticket to get in here. And this is an incense burner from the Qianlong Emperor of the Qing Dynasty, or in other words, Qingchao. And Qianlong was one of the important emperors of the Manchus. The Manchus is a minority that lived in northeast China, and eventually China assimilated them, even though they conquered China. Okay, now over here is the Neolithic period of China, beginning in 5000 BC to 1800 BC. And here is some of the potteries. Here's some more. And here's some Neolithic jade. There's an entire wing of Neolithic jade down the hallway, which we may or may not see later on. Okay, that's Neolithic jade, which is one of the things that China produced early on in the Neolithic period, and those are samples of jade. Okay, and then we're gonna come around the corner, and then this is early dynasties, 1600 BC to 1046 BC, early dynasties. And during the early dynasties, we are talking about a period of bronze, including the first confirmed dynasty of the Shang. And there we go over here. And then we got some more examples over here. You got some knives, some other stuff. We're gonna come around the corner here. Now this is the Zhou period, which was from 1046 to 221. The Zhou people of the Wei River Valley, which defeated the Shang Dynasty. And that's broken up into Western Zhou, which was the earlier period, and Eastern Zhou, which was the later period. And here are some potteries and earthenwares, examples of that. Okay, and here's some more examples. More examples. And look, there's this bullhead, I don't know, cow head, whatever. And then these are jades for the elites, which people wore as jewelry. You have swords for the warriors. And here is some more pottery. And of course, from time to time, people from the steppes invaded China, and there were many wars. 蒲朝美酒夜光杯，欲饮琵琶马上催。醉卧沙场君卧笑，古来征战几人回。That is a poem that I was taught as a child to memorize, and it talks about the early wars of Chinese dynasties. This thing is a bronze bell. Ding dong bell. Okay? And now we have the Qin and Han Dynasty. Qin is not Qing. Qin is the earlier dynasty of the first emperor, Qin Shi Huangdi, and he lived approximately around 1221 BC, where he was the first emperor of China. Before then, they were just considered Wang, which means king. He was the first person who became the Huangdi. and Qin Shi Huangdi. I think there was actually a king named Huangdi, but he really wasn't a Huangdi. Okay, so, and this is the Han Chao. Chinese people are named Han as an ethnicity, and the word Han Chao is from here. And the Han Dynasty lasted from 206 BC to 220, and this is the period of where Jesus Christ was alive. Okay, and over here we got Buddhist sandstone. Buddhist sandstone. Okay, and we got some Buddhist stuff here. Buddhist stuff here. And Buddhism flourishes in China around after 60 AD. You have the story of Sun Wukong, which is the monkey king of the West being considered India. By the way, yeah, so this is a sandstone of the Buddha's Vista. Oh, this is the Guanyin Pusa. Okay, so this is an early version of the Goddess of Mercy, Guanyin Pusa. And in this version, she looks just a little bit more Theravada than Mahayana, but later on, when she becomes more Sinicized in China, she'll look more Chinese later on. And I don't think there's any examples here. But anyways, this is some of the treasures from the Silk Road. And here we go. We're at 7 minutes, so we're gonna have to break this down into probably 2 videos, because Chinese history just takes a long time. And then we have these Buddhist guardian figures here. Again, Buddhism is a significant part of Chinese history, and this is just stuff that comes along the Silk Road. We used to have some of these camels at home, the smaller versions, and so there we go. And some more pottery. Okay, and this one here is bullock cart. And over here, okay, so we're gonna start the next video beginning with the Tang Dynasty, which begins in just after the Sui, and that begins in 618, and we'll start it in a new video. So this will just be part 1.